Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have three families competing for a prize pool of $0. Just props and a good pat on the back. Alright, today's theme is fall risks associated with older adults that result in a head injury. So why is this important? It's important because research says that one fall occurs every 15 seconds that require a visit to the emergency department. Every 15 seconds. So these falls account for more than 60% of traumatic brain injury. So it's extremely important to identify these risk factors so that we can predict the at-risk population and create an effective program to combat these. Okay, so with that being said, we have three families competing here today. We have the Aaron family, the Noel family, and the Caitlin family warming up in the back. Alright, with that being said, we will get to our first question. Question number one, we asked 100 people. Falls are a common mechanism of injury in what population? Noel.
Younger adults.
Younger adults.
Good answer.
No, sir. Aaron. You don't have to be.
Older adults?
Older adults. Okay, because you got it right, we'll keep it going.
Okay. Mac playing basketball?
Mac
Oh,
playing
good answer,
basketball,
good answer.
is that a fall risk? Yes, it is. Alright, so audience, keep in mind that we surveyed 100 people. That does not mean we surveyed the top 100 people in this world with the highest IQ. We just asked 100 people off the street, okay? So there may be some crazy answers, but they're going to be up on the board sometimes, okay? So with that being said, Aaron, we got one more.
Becca with a car?
Give me Becca with a car. Yes, sir. Alright, Noel, sit down.
You're trash.
Give me Caitlin.
Get out of here.
Next question. Name characteristics of the population used in this study. Caitlin.
Ooh, adults over 60 years of age?
Adults over 60 years of age. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, well, we're studying falls that result in head injury, so head injury?
Head injury. Yes, ma'am. I believe so.
And, what about like any dwelling? So they can be independent, a community dwelling, or they can be in an inpatient or hospital setting.
Okay, so give me any dwelling. Alrighty, Caitlin. With the sweet. Aaron, sit down. Next question. Noel, we got you back up again. Older adults who experience recurrent falls are at risk for Noel.
Functional decline.
What is that?
So as they get older, they're gonna have mental and physical declines.
Okay.
That could lead to this.
Okay, so give me functional decline. Beautiful.
Let's go.
Keep it going.
Increased mortality.
Increased mortality. Wow. Okay. And then we got one more.
One more. Mastery.
What is
Yeah, that's a
mastery?
good answer.
What is mastery?
Mastery.
Mastery.
When you get below an 80.
Below an 80.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Perfect. Noel with the sweet. Caitlin, sit on
go.
down, please. Give me a Aaron. Next question. What are some limitations with this study?
I'm gonna say.
Aaron, you gotta wait for me to
I'm
call your
sorry.
name, buddy.
I'm gonna say.
No.
That's mine.
Noel.
That's mine.
No.
I'm gonna say human error
Why?
because the falls were self-reported.
Human error because they were self-reported.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Keep it going.
Not all studies documented the reason behind the falls, so that could decrease the clarity.
Wow. Okay. Give me that. Yes, sir. And then one more.
Gerbils.
Gerbils.
I don't know.
Spell gerbils.
That's Gerbils.
That's wrong. Totally wrong.
Beautiful.
Hey.
I don't know who said it. Somebody said it. Aaron,
Let's go.
sit down. Learn how to follow directions. Give me Caitlin. Next question. Name the databases that will be used to analyze all current evidence on fall-related injuries. Caitlin.
Yeah, maybe some health source?
Maybe some health source. Maybe yeah.
Yes.
Keep it going.
Synol.
What does it stand for?
Old classic.
What does it stand for?
Can I pass?
Yes, you can. Give me Synol with the pass. Okay.
Maybe Medline. Medline sounds good.
I like Medline.
Okay.
We all like Medline.
There's one more point.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know. What would random people say? Dr. Google?
Give me
Oh,
Dr.
Should
Google.
have been number one.
www.google.com.
I don't think that was a
Yeah.
smart answer, but I'll take it.
Thank you, Caitlin. No,
Your
sit down.
trash.
Aaron, come on up. Next question. Name the type of study used for this systematic review. Aaron,
Expert opinion?
expert opinion. Okay. Alright, so one person. So there is a higher point value. So Caitlin, you have a chance to say it.
I think a really good way to study this would be prospective cohort studies, because they look at a specific population and then try to analyze characteristics. So like in our studies, they're going to look at fall risk characteristics in people that experience falls.
Okay, I love it. Give me prospective cohort studies.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, now a chance to clear the board.
I feel like somebody out there would probably say like Newman.
I like Newman. We all like Newman. Beautiful.
You suck.
Caitlin with the round. Aaron, sit down. Noel, come on up. Alright, moving on. Before we do, let me just restate that the purpose of this systematic review is to analyze all recent literature published related to falls in senior adults that resulted in head injuries, okay? So keep that in mind when we go through these questions. Alright, for this next question, we have a spontaneous speed round, okay? So once you hear the question, go ahead and hit that buzzer and answer as many answers as possible. Alright, question. Name the risk factors that contribute to head-related injuries from falls. Noel.
Balance and mobility deficits.
Balance and mobility deficits, okay.
Environmental and medical factors.
Environmental and medical factors.
The number of medications that they take.
Number of medications that they take.
Psychological.
Psychological.
Sensory and neuromuscular deficits.
Sensory and neuromuscular deficits.
Ooh, and I guess socioeconomics would play a
He
role.
guesses socioeconomics. Perfect. A perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 6. Alright, Caitlin, sit on down, please. Give me Aaron again. We'll move on to the next question. What measurement will be used in our study? Noel.
Ooh. Reflex hammer.
Give me reflex hammer. Nope. Aaron.
On.
Goniometer.
Ooh, I like that. Give me a goniometer. Beautiful. Keep it going because Noel got the first one wrong.
DGI?
What does DGI stand for?
Dynamic Gait Index?
Dynamic Gait Index.
you're smart.
Yes, sir. Keep it going.
Ooh. Self-reported fall measures?
Self-reported fall measures
It's like I have the answer.
as the number one answer choice. Okay, last one.
Maybe formal documented reports. So they have to report it when it happens. And that'll be more of an inpatient setting.
Okay.
He's cheating.
So give me formal documented reports. That's beautiful. All right, Noel, sit down. All right.
Yeah.
So before we move on to the next question, let me give the audience the hypothesis because I know you're dying to know it. Hypothesis is, if a systematic review is conducted, consistent risk factors associated with fall injuries in older adults will be identified, okay? So common risk factors will include everything mentioned above in the speed round, and by identifying the at-risk population, clinicians can take a larger proactive and preventative measure, which will help everyone in the long run, okay? So, final question for all the marbles. What is the importance of studying fall risks in older adults? Aaron,
It's not.
it's
Not important.
it's not important.
Not important.
What?
Oh wow, you're wrong.
Jeez. You don't
Caitlin.
care about your grandparents? Anyway. Well, I think we should analyze recent literature. Make sure we're all up to date on the things that are out there.
Okay, so give me analyze recent literature.
You want to identify the older adults that are at risk, so at-risk populations.
Okay, identify at-risk population.
And we do that by like evaluating different risk factors to know which ones have the most benefit or effect.
Evaluate risk factors.
Yeah.
Perfect. Aaron, sit down. You have lost. So that concludes our game. Our winner for today is Caitlin.
Yay!
Caitlin, come here. How you doing?
I'm doing good, doing
All right,
good,
well,
feeling
you just
good.
won $0 and a pat on the back and a picture with me. All right, so what is the importance of this study and what is your take-home message?
Well, you know, we all love our grandparents and they are the biggest support in our lives. And I think we have to look into research to keep them safe. and analyze really if they're at risk, and hopefully to come up with nice interventions to prevent them from falling with head-related injuries.
Beautiful. That's amazing. All right, thank you guys, and that's it for us today.